Alright, hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you after a very quick Game 1, Game 2. Th000 has taken a nice 2-0 lead in this series as we continue the finals of the OCup. This is Crota, your shoutcaster for this match. On the bottom right hand side of the map we have Th000 spawning as the purple human. Meanwhile, on the top left we have, I believe it's WarChief Rich playing under Huntress shaped as the green night elf. Now, once more, this is a two-player map that only has one other spawning location besides yours, meaning that Th000 could easily once again go for a very fast tower attempt. Now we'll see whether or not, okay, chat is forbidden, we'll see whether or not things are going to work out and what direction things will go. Once again, I am thankful that more and more tournaments are starting up after the Zotac Cup was canceled. Being able to watch some high quality WarCraft 3 replays consistently week in and week out has been one of my goals. I've been casting a lot of WarCraft 3 recently, not as much StarCraft 2. Unfortunately, I can't find nearly the same quality of replays as what is currently being played on, or what is currently being played at all the just really large tournaments around the world. Now let's take a look as a Wisp is now heading to the bottom right hand side of the map here. We are going to see this scout farm, and let's take a look over here on the bottom right. Th000 is going for an Archmage once again, and we do see a fair number of peasants and more peasants still being trained. That means that Th000 is most likely going for a militia attempt again, as more and more militia is generally a very good thing if you're going up against archers. More the merrier, as now we see WarChief Rich gonna go ahead and just creep out this creep camp here on the top left. Meanwhile, as a footman is shooing away that Wisp, we are waiting for that Archmage who has now just made his way out and is looking to do a little bit of creeping here over at the 533 creep camp. This 533 creep camp is a very easy creep camp to take out. It does give your hero almost level 2. I believe it's like 180 experience or 196, something in that realm. And as this 533 creep camp falls, we are going to see Gloves of Haste now picked up by the Archmage. The Demon Hunter on the other side gets Gloves of Haste as well, and we all know who that item benefits more. The Demon Hunter with a higher average damage swing will definitely get a lot more mileage out of that Gloves of Haste than, say, the Archmage. Archmage, however, really powerful hero if we ever see tier 2. As we're now looking down over here, we don't see a tower attempt. So even though Th000 is gonna go ahead and just train up a whole bunch of peasants, that is a very large amount of peasants in fact, he is already up to about, what, 160 extra lumber that he does not need right now, as we now see the militia just still staying inside their base. The footmen are going to go ahead and try to take down this Hunter's Hall, and this Hunter's Hall has perhaps caught his opponent off guard just a bit, though not quite sure what to expect here, as we may see a Wisp get taken down. If a Wisp does fall, that will give level 2 to that Archmage, and that Archmage really would benefit from it right now. Alright, poor footman gets taken out very easily. We are still at Tree of Life. Hunter's Hall is about to fall. There it goes, a couple of detonated Wisps, or Wisp just trying to detonate to not give experience, even though the Archmage did get to level 2 here, and now he is on the run. The footman still engaging against that Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter still running back and forth still, and why are people still talking here as the Archmage is going to get mana burned again? Meanwhile, down over here, we can still see more footmen being trained up, more farms being added, and we are not going to tier 2 as we do see Huntresses being added to this army. Huntresses are very powerful, and very powerful units against tier 1 just because they are semi-melee or semi-range units that also have a little bit of bounce damage. That bounce damage does make a very big difference, as we see this second Ancient of War has now been scouted out. The second of Ancient of War meant that even if Th000 took down the main Ancient of War, more units would still be trained at the second Ancient of War, and now Starshape sitting on a 28 to 30 supply over a 34 over 36, and we are looking at a very high, well, almost tier 1.5 rush with these Huntresses. The Huntresses are going to be a bit of a problem. The Huntresses, as we see no investment into tier 2, means that we are going to have a slightly larger army by green. the Green Night Elf army is going to just try and charge in here. We can take a look. There is a guard tower currently being constructed. And is that guard tower going to go down? An archer attempting to take down the guard tower. Now you can see how much damage that guard tower is taking just because it is taking piercing damage from those archers. And let's take a look. This archer needs to perhaps back off. And oh, that one archer very low on hit points is now backing off here as the footmen are once again in position. All right, that guard tower is now done. Huntresses are attempting to take down this one scout farm or one farm here as the huntresses are now looking to back away, get a little bit of distance and separation, and now perhaps going to be able to just run inside the space. The footmen and the archmage now trying to make their way back in. The archmage does have boots of speed. Water elemental has been dropped in here, and here you go. There is the damage as the huntresses are now on the run. Huntress's very fast unit as the Demon Hunter now comes in from behind, gets off another mana burn, and that Archmage is not going to be able to summon another Water Elemental anytime soon. The Demon Hunter having just a little bit, or having a little bit less experience in that Archmage right now, still really benefiting though, or sorry, more experience in that Archmage, as the Huntress was unable to start pathing that Archmage. That Archmage with those boots of speed, still just enough. Water Elemental getting caught off over here. It looks like he will get taken down very easily. There it goes, as we're now looking at the Archmage trying to run around the backside. That Archmage is still relatively low on hit points, but he does benefit from an Arcane Vault, which will heal all of the units here in just a moment. Archmage once again low on mana, and are we going to see that Archmage fall? That Archmage now down to 57 hit points, and falling down to 7 hit points there. And wow, that slight magic resistance just enough as the Archmage still running around the corner. Oh, takes an arrow. A second arrow could do it. Oh no, down to 2 hit points. Natural regeneration for the win as the Archmage is still running around in circles. Meanwhile, back over here, footmen are still running back. Let's take a look at this Archmage. Down to 13 hit points and rising as the Demon Hunter wants to try and intercept. All right, that Archmage is over here on the top right-hand side of the map, top right-hand side of the map, as it looks like he will be able to stay in peace right now. But however, with no Staff of Teleportation, he has really no easy way of getting back home and getting on the inside of this base. All right, Archmage down to 5 hit points, finally gets taken down. And a very, very bad break all of a sudden for Th000. Th000 losing that Archmage early on and now has to really figure out what to do next, especially as the Demon Hunter may get very, very close to level 3. If the Demon Hunter gets to level 3, that means that the Demon Hunter can start mana burning like mad, and anytime you see perhaps the Paladin, or Paladin may get surrounded, and wow, right off the bat gets surrounded here. No, not surrounded. Taking a lot of damage though. And let's take a look. Another Holy Light there. Let's take a look. Another mana burn. The Huntresses are still doing this mass tier 1.5 push. And that, I do say 1.5 since Huntresses are not immediately trainable from that Ancient of War. All right, let's take a look back over here. There goes the Paladin. Paladin falls at level 1. We are still sitting at Tree of Life, sitting at 46 over 50. And this really makes me wonder why we are not... why we didn't see perhaps a Priestess of the Moon. The Priestess of the Moon, the strongest hero if you want to try to go for solo Huntresses, but then again, perhaps you didn't want to reveal your strategy to your opponent. There goes the altar. Altar is now gone, and with that, Th000 is pretty much up the creek without a paddle. No real way to try and train up low-level heroes quickly without spending a large amount of gold, or without having them be half-life. Let's take a look back over here. You can see that there are still 2 farms in play. I don't believe... well, maybe there's room right there. I wouldn't believe so for that Ultra of Kings to try and train up more units. That would definitely get in the way of all of that lumber harvesting. Demon Hunter now running back off to the north. He's going to try and regroup. There's one Huntress off over here who isn't doing very much of anything at all. Demon Hunter still sitting at level 3. Huntresses are now under the cover of Ancient Protectors, as the Ancient Protectors are just able to start throwing rocks at their opponent. All right, you can see that there is going to be a 3rd Ancient Protector here, and all of a sudden the script has been reversed. Is by reversing the script and setting up towers of his own, WarChief is actually in a very, very commanding position right now. All right, let's take a look. No altar inside the base at all. No real way to resurrect a hero except for spending a whole lot of gold and having that hero start with no mana and half hit points. I'm actually surprised that it went for Archmage first, since the Demon Hunter is an agility hero and much stronger at half hit points than, say, an Archmage. Archmage still running around, or Archmage is now, where is it? Archmage is still running around over here, and you can see him still sitting at level 2. He could try to use the Scroll of Town Portal, but I think this is pretty much it, folks. There's not much that can be done. This game is going to be coming to an end here in just a second, as the Archmage going to run for his life once this one Arcane Vault was taken down. However, a couple of priests already in position to try and protect that there, as the Archmage now looking to perhaps clear out and repair some of these guard towers. The peasants, no, the Demon are trying to clear out some of the guard towers, and it does its job, as the peasants unable to really do much of anything else. We can see that there are currently 3 Ancient Protectors, and they are just throwing rocks at their opponent. That is going to be GG, I believe. There is not much that can be done. And once this one Ancient Protector is rooted into place, that would be 3 towers, and this stationary defense, which is so mobile, able to deal so much damage here. And I believe that the GG is going to be coming in just a second, as WarChief Rich able to just take out his opponent. WarChief Rich just able to take out his opponent with just a sheer strategy and timing. You can see that those low hit point Huntresses are now being forced to retreat all the way back, but by taking out and by controlling the game early on, he does take the win. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.